Welcome to Latin Week Numerus Tribus. Again, I have no idea if that was pronounced well or not. Whatever. Number 3. You get it. I really should take like proper Latin lessons. That'd be fun. But kind of, I mean, who really needs to speak Latin? Whatever. Anyway, today on Ramblings with Rebecca, we are continuing our Latin week with non-liquet. I don't know about you. To me, non-liquet sounds like a petit four or some kind of liqueur or something. Oh, darling, have you tried the non-liquet today? I mean, no, it has nothing whatsoever to do with desserts. Maybe I'm just hungry. Yeah, I think it's a cute little phrase. It refers to a situation in which there's no applicable law. Non-liquet translates from Latin as "it is not clear," "unsure," "meh," who knows. Oh. A non-liquet is a situation in which the court can't make a judgment because the law doesn't say anything. There's some big gap or void, and there's really no legal precedent or law on the books about the situation at hand. According to Cicero, non-liquet used to be used in ancient Roman Republic courts to, give a verdict of, kind of not proven. Rather than like not guilty or guilty, guilt or innocence just isn't clear. We don't know. The law can't really say anything because we can't figure out the situation. In modern times, generally it would just, you don't say anything about either parties. You just say, there's no law here. We can't do anything there's nothing to be done in a trial or whatever. Generally speaking, non-liquet cases wouldn't come to a court, right? If something has no kind of legal or illegal status, it's not going to come up. But of course, that seems strange, right? Like how can surely if something is not illegal, it must be legal or something. So there's all kinds of debates about whether or not non-liquet is really possible. It gets confusing in international law particularly, right? Where there's kind of very general statements that are supposed to cover everything, but then maybe they don't, and there's constantly evolving, methods of conflict and kinds of weaponry. Cyber warfare doesn't really, in a lot of technologies, isn't really properly governed in policy or law yet. And there's this idea that, okay, so certainly, or one would potentially assume, if something's not on the law, like not on the books as illegal, we're good to go, unless it's, somehow made illegal by a general principle, in which case there's still some kind of law on the matter. So there's all of these scholars who are sitting here going, no, like there can't be anything, like the law fundamentally cannot have a gap. It's just not possible. There are also scholars who go beyond the kind of pragmatic, there can't be a gap, to a dogmatic, there shouldn't be a gap. That's not what law is. So if you're really tied to one of those things, non-liquet is a no-no phrase. However, the court does sometimes essentially make this in certain cases where there's it's not clear, right? Like the law can't really tell us one situation or another, like what's going on with this. And just kind of poo-poos the case away, and or kind of gives a slap on the wrist to policymakers, right? Saying like, please tell us what you want us to do with these situations. I think it's really intriguing. I can't really give particularly specific examples because it just is a phrase that I came across in one of my readings as like a tiny tangent on something I think probably around nuclear weapons. So we don't discuss it very much in class, but as a principal, it's fun. I kind of want to go around searching for non-liquets, but it's hard to wrap your brain around what that would look like, right? I mean, is it legal for me to sit on this chair? Well, yes, of course it is, because it's not illegal. But no one's going to sue me over that. But if they did, the court would surely find in my favor rather than saying non-liquet. But an interesting and fun little phrase to flounce about. So if anyone has any ideas about what potentially non-liquet would be, do let me know. I'd be intrigued to find it. And certainly scholars who find non-liquets are, Congratulations, because you've just yelled at all the policymakers in courts. Grand fun.